Afternoon. So this is a Sunday market breakdown. We're going to be looking at the dollar CHF from a monthly perspective, time frame actually. Starting from the monthly, what are we noticing? Firstly, is that we've been actually in a downtrend for a long time, right? Price has been actually very bearish, right? So within this bearish market, what do we notice? Yeah, firstly, reversal point right here, right? Huge buying pressure coming in, and it has been creating lower lows, right? So looking at the market where it is right now, market structure first. You can see we have an impulse correction. This correction came in terms of, sure, it's a pattern that happened here, channel, right? Our next impulse, one nice corrective move here created this huge channel which was traded in, right? And then at our next impulse, break and retest where price came back to the level at which it broke out of from there. And then we had our nice pushes to the downside, price coming back, breaking these lows, right? Testing these highs. And then you can see this level here has been tested for the longest, right? So right away we can notice that this is an area of significance, right? Every time stock price comes here, it what it rejects, meaning there's a lot of stock liquidity here. There's a huge liquidity pool within these two zones here, right? This is a large liquidity pool, which means from where price is right now, right? Uh, we can't determine actually whether it will continue going down, going up. But we'll go down in smaller time frames to see what is structure giving us, right? But currently, as you can see, we actually have this high being taken out by this huge bullish momentum, which was immediately the following month increased almost not even 50%, like 61.8%. I'm gonna take the Fibonacci scale here. Um, yeah, this was like almost the full retracement on that pair, right? On this bullish momentum here, right? And then the following few months created this high, taking out that previous month high, and we haven't taken out this previous month low. So the way price is moving right now, we actually can see that we are in a tight squeeze, which means this is actually a corrective move. So it can either break below, taking this liquidity, right, and then pushing above to take higher highs liquidity, and then creating a possible liquidity pool to continue having our pushes to the downside to take this low, right? So we're looking for the next distribution phase, right? So let's go on a weekly time frame looking at this price right where it is right now. So my network is quite slow. Right. So now the weekly gives us a clear enough picture to see the squeeze that we are in, the current range that we are in, right? So what we would expect is that price break below, can actually break below, take of this liquidity, right? And then act off of this supply demand level, right? This whole demand level, right? Or it could actually fall even deeper, possibly creating some patterns in this area to go and fill in a bit of this tail, right? So you can look at this monthly tail, right here, right? So that's what the weekly is giving us. We're in a range. We have created our resistance up top. We have created our support below, right? So looking at this huge momentum candlestick of this job, we could actually open next week and have a bit of a retracement, right? And then create that pattern to actually to take this liquidity here, either to create a double bottom where we could see a possible reversal of price, and then it could possibly act off of a certain supply right here. From acting on that supply level, we could see um, price actually continuing with its drop to possibly fill in the whole tail or half of the tail, right? We don't know. Or could possibly just break this, taking this liquidity here, this double bottom liquidity that would have formed if it would actually form. So this is just the market scenario we're looking at. Not saying the market will behave exactly like this, right? It could just buy from where it is right now. You can't really say what the market will do, right? So currently see we're in a range and there's liquidity that we're going to take. So in my mind already, what I would look for is that we could have a form of a fake out right here, creating excess price, right? And then we could possibly take this low here, take this low, create an excess price, have a reversal to push to the upside, and then take off of a certain supply level, right? Go on a daily. So what are we noticing from this current transaction that we're looking at, right? This range we're looking at right now has been creating lower lows, lower highs, and higher lows, right? Creating this pattern right here. Right? And obviously, if you could look at this, how many breakout traders would be putting sell orders from this point? Quite a lot, right? There's a nice demand level that we can look at, right? A lot of selling pressure would be coming in at this zone, placing stop losses above, right? Plus, support and resistance traders will also be trading a breakout from this play. So, selling pressure could be coming in, right? But what they don't know, a few might wait for it to actually sell and then wait for that retracement, thinking that price can actually continue selling, right? But what could happen is that because we are in an overall distribution range, right, we could actually have quite the opposite of this scenario playing out, where um, people who place stop losses here could actually see something like a fake out, creating excess price around this level, and then taking out all the stop losses, taking out that high there, and then acting off of what the supply level right here, right? So that's what I'm looking at this period. Right? So let me go on a for how can we actually capitalize on this? For now, what I would say is we could actually chase move on daily. Need a premium package or something like a pro. So we could actually come and take this liquidity here, or create a double bottom from this liquidity. So what I'm looking at is the top of this range and this, right? Okay, yeah. So now what can we see? Right? People have been capitalizing, I'm sure, on this. Trend line traders have been capitalizing on these type of setups, right? So it's clear people could have held from this range here. So what's next? I'm going to check the pip range of this of this. So it's 500 pips within 1,000. It's tradable, right? But from where the market is right now, right, from that breakout that we had, it doesn't just move linear, right? There are corrections that happen in the market. So now having this impulse correction, impulse, we expect having the next correction to actually have our next impulse to go and take this liquidity right there. All right, so that means we'll actually be acting off of the supply levels, right? So I'm going to look at this level here. It's a nice area of support and resistance, and it's an area of interest for me because if we can have uh, this trend, once you see a trend, it's no longer a trend, it's liquidity to be taken out, right? So if you can look at this trend right here, right, this momentum will be broken at some point, right? So from breaking that, we have these highs that were created, right? So looking at those highs, we actually have a nice supply level right there, right? Where supply came in. So we could actually possibly look for um, those bull runs either to that supply level. Here people might come and selling positions, putting their stop losses above, looking to target these lows here, and then boom, their stop losses get taken out, and then they can see the market just moving from this point. Or people that would be actually looking at this level, they might also get a bit liquidated, and the price can actually come and take this whole level here, right? Can come and take this high here, taking this high as a liquidity grab, right? Grab of liquidity a bit, just a bit, touch a bit here, and then we can just see price plummet, creating our corrections here, and then plummet, right? That's a scenario I would also be keen on looking at, right? But for now, what are the possibilities um, of looking at the market right now, of what could happen right now, right? So right now, what do we notice? We have a demand level that we are playing at, right? We already showed our first sign of weakness in this level, second sign, and right now we're coming in and we might get that rejection. Once we get that rejection, it shows that we already showing creating higher lows, and we have already created higher highs, right? So it could be the start of our correction, and then price could actually correct up until this level right here, this support and resistance level, right? Which is also, you can check this. It's an institutional level, which just make it somewhat of a whole number. Right? So there's a lot of market play at that level, right? So with saying that, um, we actually could look for possible long positions from where we are right now, just to scale in long positions a bit, and then could target here to see where the next week the gives us, right? So that's on GBPCHF going on a 1 hour time frame. Um, there's proper price action here, but a lot of people already entered, I'm sure, on a breakout, right? Breakout traders entered here, took them out right now, and it's playing a bit, right? So we could wait for that range to actually happen, take some bit of liquidity below, and then continue with our rally up. So I can just make this appear on the 4 hour alone and show you what I'm exactly talking about, right? So what I'm talking about is we'd wait for the next distribution phase. So right now, we could actually wait for the market to create a problem, right? A problem, possibly see price actually playing around this area. So creating highs, creating lows, creating highs, creating lows, and then possibly take some liquidity, right? Possibly a double bottom, and then just rally it up, right? Taking this our first high. Taking our first high, we can have a retracement, have a nice demand level that would have worked. Then you could look for long positions to go and actually take this overall high right here, right? So that range would be saying we got a sniper from here. It's 175 pips. So, guys, as you can see, I'm not actually predicting, or not predicting per se. I'm not saying this is how the market will actually work out, right? But these are all scenarios that I've placed in my mind, right? Looking at the fact, you would see we actually in a demand level. First of all, we're in a nice demand level, right? We already showed rejection, signs of rejection in this demand level, right? So I might go bullish because who would be willing to continue say, okay, it might sell off, but we're at the demand level, we're looking for buying opportunities. So we could actually have nice reversals, creating that correction. We don't know how long the correction can be, but we could actually see the market going to that place. And then what else? Besides going there, we might just correct a bit at this zone that we're in, and then see price actually plummet from where it is right now. We just like see it continue further selling down, right? Depending on how it wants to act. See, can actually come here and then it could possibly um, break down a bit, right, and then correct on this level right here, creating that correction, and then look for selling opportunities at a breakout right here. And you see price opening up these levels here, these lows, and then you see price actually boom going down. Doesn't show the whole price action here. 1 hour time frame. So sad. Oh yeah. So it could actually be if price breaks below this level here, it would be exposing um this level right here. It won't act as before. Seeing this zone here, it can surprise you. You might think it can do this, and then it just does something different. But just have a look out on this pay and happy trading, guys. I hope you the following week it's profitable from the 6th of February. Um, hope you guys can actually kill, man. So that's me, Tobani, and I'm signing out. Hope you enjoyed the, my analysis, and this is just a brief of how I analyze. It's not the full thing, but yeah. Thank you, man. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, uh, share and like and comment, man. Comment. I'm still waiting for those comment, guys. Still waiting.